Hello and welcome to Gaming Side by Side. Today we're going to be playing Horrified by Ravensburg.
Horrified is a fully cooperative game where you team up with everyone around the table to fight against the monsters from Universal Studios.
Let's get started.
Okay, we are all set up here. Today we're going to be playing a challenging game, which we've never actually played a challenging game before, so we'll see how this goes.
I'm a little nervous about this.
It looks to be kind of difficult. So we are facing Dracula, the Mummy, the Creature from the Black Lagoon, and the Invisible Man. Our goal will be to take down all four of these monsters in order for us to win the game. So Dracula has a series of coffins throughout the board that we have to get rid of. So we have to destroy all of his coffins, and then we have to destroy him as well. The Mummy has he has scarabs on his little hieroglyphics thing here. We have to go to the museum. We have to use yellow tokens, and then we can start moving those hieroglyphics around. And as soon as the scarabs are in all the same all in the correct place, 1 through 6, then we can defeat the Mummy. Creature from the Black Lagoon, we have to get the boat all the way to his lair by discarding colored tokens. And when you discard a colored token, you can move directly to that next color. So we don't have to do them in order. We just go directly to the next color. In this case, we can go red, yellow, or blue and move to one of those spaces by using one of those colors.
So we would want to use a blue space.
Yeah, right now it'd be ideal for us to use a blue to go as far as possible on this first movement. Finally, the Invisible Man. We have to collect evidence for him from the inn, the barn, the mansion, the laboratory, and the institute. When he is all done, we can go after him using red.
We have a lot of red to collect.
Yeah, we need 9 red to destroy the Invisible Man. We need 9 red to destroy the Mummy. Each of Dracula's coffins are 6 red each. It's going to be...
I feel like that's going to be our downfall.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of red going on. So I am playing the Professor. His special action is he can move any hero or villager 1 space. So that should help us out a little bit.
And then I'm the archaeologist, and my special action is I can pick up items from an adjacent space. Normally, you have to be in the same space to pick up items. I can do it from adjacent.
And
spaces.
that'll be really, really helpful. Mm-hmm. So I start in the hospital right here, and Melissa starts in the docks with her archaeologist.
Mm-hmm. And then just the monsters. Dracula starts in the crypt.
The mummy in the museum.
The Creature from the Black Lagoon starts in the lagoon.
Mm-hmm. And the special thing about the Creature from the Black Lagoon is he can actually travel along these water spaces. He is the only one that can travel. So he can get to the Institute fairly quickly by just moving 3 spaces instead of having to come around on land.
Mm-hmm. And then the Invisible Man starts at the inn here at the top in the north part.
Correct.
And then, yeah.
All right. So I think that's it. Dracula is the lowest on the frenzy chart, so he is the frenzied monster. So let's go ahead and get started. Melissa, you are the first player. You get to go. So you're over here at the docks. I don't know if there's enough red near you. There is a 6 red right here, which is all you need to destroy a coffin.
It's true.
Just that 1 token, so that's pretty cool.
I could move 3 and pick it up, but then that's all I'm doing. And then if somebody comes to hit me, I will have to give that up. So maybe we leave that on the board until we are a little bit more built up.
That's probably a good idea.
Sometimes I forget about that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So
you are in a space with yellow at the moment.
Yes, I'm not close to any space that has multiple. That kind of stinks. So I'm going to have to spend multiple actions picking up. Mm-hmm. But I do think I'm going to pick up this for 1.
Okay.
Move 1. Oh, sorry. That's my second action, and I get 4 actions.
Yeah.
Third action. And 4th action.
1 more. Okay.
Yeah. So now if I get hit, I can discard these. I mean, I feel better about discarding blue and yellow in this game than red.
Yeah, that should work. Okay, so next we go ahead and draw a card from the monster deck. And it is the meeting. So we will draw 2 items from the bag, as noted on the top of that card.
And since we're not playing with Frankenstein and the Bride, then we ignore this text.
The mansion. Here, the mansion is piling up some stuff in the laboratory. And then we go ahead and move the creature, the wolfman, and the invisible man 2 spaces, and each of them attack if they can. We're not playing with the wolfman, so we just ignore him. So the creature goes first, and it looks like he is closest to the archaeologist, so he will go ahead and move 2.
1, 2.
Yep.
Okay.
And no one's in his space, so he doesn't attack. The invisible man is next, and he is going to move on to the archaeologist's space. So he will go ahead and attack with 1 die.
Oh, right.
Yep, just 1 die on there. And it's a blank. Good. All right.
It's just going to make it way harder on myself and roll all the dice.
And then don't forget, we each have our own special actions. I can use this and spend repel to move each monster up to 2 spaces during any hero phase, so I don't have to wait for my own.
And I also, during any hero phase, can move each hero up to 2 spaces.
Nice, nice. Okay, so I think I'm going to go ahead and maybe get a little prepared. I was thinking about moving up to the mansion and just grabbing all those items that right there. I was also going to, before that showed up, I was thinking about moving you away because I can do that with my special. But I think it would be beneficial for me to move 1, 2, 3 and grab all 3 of these items.
Yeah, you can start making your way to the camp.
And who's at the camp for the creature to move his boat? Yeah. I could also help you out by actually using my repel, if that made sense. I don't
think it does.
No. All right. We'll leave it for now, and we'll see what happens. Okay.
I might die, but that's okay.
I don't think you'll die. We'll see. All right. So let's go ahead and do the monster phase. I will draw a monster card, and it will be the Innocent. So we go ahead and draw 3 items from the bag, and Maria shows up at the barn. Little girl Maria.
I always have a hard time with the locations for some reason.
And the items that appear, the Institute gets its 3rd item, the Church gets its 1st, and the Inn gets its 2nd item. Usually, I feel like you want to wait for a lot of items to appear in one spot so you can not waste actions just collecting singles.
Yeah, it's hard at the beginning, though, because sometimes there's just one.
Yes, that's correct. So Frankenstein and his bride are up here, which are not in the game. And the frenzied monster goes. So the frenzied monster is actually Dracula. It's a good thing that he only moves 1 space because he's attacking with 3. Jeez. So he's just going to move out of his crypt up to the Abbey and start stalking that area. And that will be it. All right, Melissa.
Where's Maria want to go?
Maria, she wants to go to the camp. She's looking to escape the barn and head to the camp.
If I move her down for 1, because I can guide her to me from an adjacent space.
Yep.
That's a basic action. So that would be 1. And then I could move her with me 2, 3, 4 and get her to camp.
That might be good. And then you have some items that you can start moving the creature. You said that should go to the camp, but you're actually right there, so it makes sense.
Let's do that, and then she won't die. And so I'm going to guide her for 1, and then we're going to move 2, 3, 4. She gets to camp, and I rescue her.
Yep, she is rescued.
And where she's going to go.
We'll go ahead and keep some track of our rescued people right over here.
And then when we rescue someone, we get another perk.
Another perk.
Break of Dawn. Skip the next monster phase. Draw and place 2 items from the bag. So we still get to place items, which is nice.
That is really good.
I think we're okay right now. You're a little close to Dracula, but...
But I have some items to protect myself.
And I do too.
But they are going to be important that we use these items, so we'll see. And actually, I do have... They're all from the mansion, so I do have some evidence for the Invisible Man.
Where else do we need?
In barn, laboratory, and institute.
I don't have anything, so...
All right, so monster phase it is.
All right. The Enthralled. Place...
So we get 3 more items.
And I'm going to place Lucy.
And Lucy shows up. And then where does Lucy want to go?
Why can't I find anyone?
Ooh, this is going to be bad coming up, though.
There she is. At the theater.
Institute gets its 4th item. The Institute is looking real good.
It's in a dead end.
Real
That's the hardest.
good.
Oh no, Lucy. Oops, sorry.
Graveyard.
Lucy
Lucy's
is with the Invisible Man.
Yeah, that's not actually the worst part about this turn, though. The worst part is that Dracula and the frenzied monster goes.
Twice.
And Dracula is the frenzied monster. So he's going to move 2, and he only needs to move 1 to get to me.
But he's only rolling 1 dice.
He's only rolling 1. So he's going to roll and attack me once, and then he's going to attack me again because he's already in my space. So here's the first roll, and it is a hit. Okay. So I'm going to want to block that hit by throwing one of these items away. And I think I'm going to do this blue telescope right here. It doesn't have a lot of strength in it, only 2. And the other ones I'm going for, I want to save mansion ones because they're all mansion, but the strength is going to be important when we go to the yellow, for example. The strength is how many movements we can do on the scarab. So I think this blue one, and looking around, we don't really need blue for much. So I'm going to go ahead and put that telescope away. Dracula will attack me again. And he gets to do his special power. So Dracula is seeking blood. He uses his dark charm, and we place the current player's hero space in Dracula's space, which is good because I'm already in there.
But you're not the current player.
But I'm not the current player. That's right.
So I moved to you.
Okay, that is tricky. So never mind. He attracts Melissa from the camp, lures her away, which is not good.
Called the Enthralled, so that makes sense.
All right. So then it is my turn. And what do we want to do? So it looks like Lucy wants to go to the mansion, which I just so happen to be at the mansion. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4 away.
But you could move her with your special action.
I could move any hero or villager 1 space. That is true. And she is 4 spaces away from the mansion. Huh. That would be an interesting play.
She's 3 spaces, right?
Oh, she's 3 spaces. Yeah, I went the longer route. She's actually 3 spaces away.
And I could play this and skip a monster phase if we wanted.
To save her?
Well, or we could because we're kind of clumped by monsters. That's all.
Well, if we could also... So that is one option, to get her away. I could also run up to the precinct and submit my evidence for the mansion. And then we could skip the monster phase. And Lucy would not get injured this turn.
But I'm not going to be able to get her here.
It is true. We don't want Lucy to die if the Invisible Man goes, because then our terror level will go up.
If we want to get items to the precinct within the next turn, you could save Lucy and we could trade our items. And I could go to the precinct.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good idea. Let's go ahead and move Lucy using my special action. I'll use it 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. And she will be at the mansion.
I feel like we never
and
save
she
enough
will be
people.
saved. We generally let villagers die. Well, it's not a good thing.
I feel like these 2 were in good places, which
all right.
Doesn't always
So I got
happen.
overstock, and each player draws and places 1 item from the bag. And I don't see any reason not to use this right now.
Right, I
so
don't
let's
either.
go ahead and discard the overstock, and let's draw and place one item from the bag. So I will draw the crucifix from the church. So that is 2 crucifixes at the church.
The barn, the torch
And
is
the
a
barn
nice
is a torch.
high
That's some
five.
nice reds.
2 reds up there. That is
Yep,
nice.
up at the barn.
And then, did you want to share as your 4th action, and we can switch tokens?
Yeah. Why don't we switch? Why don't we just? I think I give you when I share.
says-
Items between here. Oh, share
Items
between heroes in your space. Let's see. Okay, so we do get to freely exchange back and forth. So why don't I give you 1 mansion, because you don't need more than 1.
It's true, I don't.
And then you can give me, if you're going up to the precinct, possibly I could have, well, we have a blue and a yellow at the camp, so I don't necessarily need 1. Just give me either one that you want, and you can go ahead and take my mansion one.
Okay.
That way I have some other stuff to protect myself.
Did we want to
But
skip
we'll
the monster phase, or are we okay right now?
I could also move each monster 2 spaces. So I can move Dracula back down to his cave, to his crypt.
We could. Why don't we do that? This seems
Okay.
really powerful, and we might want to save that.
And actually, this is move each monster
Yeah.
up to 2 spaces. So why don't I use this and get these guys away from us?
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to move Dracula 1, 2. I'm going to move the creature 1, 2. And I'm going to move the invisible man 1, 2. Just get those guys out of the way.
That's nice.
The mummy is here in the museum. No matter where I move him, he'll still be there at the museum. But or he'll still be 2 spaces away from us. I'm sorry. But I'm still gonna move him to the shop, just in case we want to go to the museum. So he's not already there. He's away from it. We can start going down there and dealing with those scarabs.
I really like the scarab puzzle. It's my favorite one so
Yeah.
far. Oh, sorry.
And then I will draw a monster card. And it is the Hurried Assistant. So we go ahead and place Fritz at the tower, and we're drawing 3
Uh-oh.
tokens. Because we just moved the creature there.
I'll place him face down.
Yep.
Or-
But the tower is also getting some items here. So is the laboratory, and the mansion gets a red in there. Perfect. Frankenstein and his bride aren't in here, but the frenzied monster is Dracula. Fortunately, he's only moving 1 space. So it's a good thing that I moved him away. Otherwise, he would have been attacking us twice. Okay. You are up.
Okay. I'm going to move up to the precinct like we had planned.
Okay. Alternatively, either of us could go to the precinct now.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to go there.
I could
You
go.
could move to the camp if you wanted to start on the creature's turn. Or start on his boat.
I could move 1, 2, and I could get...
Pick up all of those.
And I could get started on it.
Yeah. That might be a good plan.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
3, that's your 3rd action. Okay. And then if you... So you can use, since you're at the camp, you can use a yellow, red, or blue to move the boat to the next color.
I'm going to use a blue. And
So blue will move the boat along the path to the next blue, which is right there.
And here, this is for the discard. And then I have a yellow, which is great for the next one.
And the yellow is the next farthest one, so that's the next one we'll want to do.
I could do 2 yellows on my next turn. And go.
Oh yeah, that would be great. 2 yellows. Okay. I think that is it for you, unless we want to skip the monster phase. But the only one I'm concerned about is Fritz over there. He wants to go to the Institute, which is pretty far away from him, and he's got the creature in his space.
Yeah. I mean...
Is it worth skipping the phase, or do we take our chances that the creature won't go this turn?
If he dies and kills him, the terror level goes.
The terror level will
level
rise.
rises,
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know either. It's your card. It's your call.
Let's do it.
You're gonna skip it?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna skip the monster phase by Melissa using her Break of Dawn. Fortunately, we still pulled 2 items from the bag because of that card. So we'll still get some more, and they're both red. A shovel at the graveyard and a bear trap at the shop. The shop is looking really good.
We placed
Real
a 5
good.
a minute ago. Oh, up at the barn.
Yeah, up at the barn. The barn and the shop are looking real good for our red placements. Okay. So, getting Fritz away. So I can get him away, and I could get in the same spot as him, but I wouldn't be able to pick up anything.
No, and you'd be in the same spot as the mummy. Is that the place you were thinking?
I was actually thinking to go up towards the precinct and maybe meet him right there in the middle.
Well, that's better, and you can't meet him where the mummy is anyways. That's...
Yeah, that would be too many spaces.
I miscounted.
So I'm going to go ahead and use my special action twice to move the villager 1, 2. Then I'm going to move myself 1, 2.
And you can protect him.
So I'm kind of, I'm planning on protecting him. He wants to be at the Institute, which looks to be a great place to go. But we're going to stop off at the precinct first. He's going to hang around with me for a little while.
Which I also don't think we've ever done.
We don't usually do that. Because when you move, you can bring any number of villagers along with you.
Like Pied Piper them through the town.
Yeah, exactly. And then as long as you have enough to cover up any attacks, they won't attack the villagers.
Okay, so...
Monster phase is up. Let's see what we do. All right, so unfortunately, we don't draw any items on this one, and it is Dracula's specific card. So it's sunrise, so the sun is coming out. Dracula wants to go back in his crypt, and that's what he'll do.
He hasn't moved much.
Then the Invisible Man will go ahead and move 1. He'll be moving towards me and Fritz. And then the Frenzy Monster, Dracula, he'll come sneak back out after sunrise. And that will be it. Fortunately, no one attacks. We also have to keep in mind that not only do we have to defeat all 4 of these monsters, we have to do it before that deck runs out. So there is a timer on this game. All right, Archaeologist.
All right. I'm going to play... You're going to the mansion. Or you're going to...
I'm going to the precinct.
To use the mansion. Okay. So I'm going to use the camp's yellow.
Okay.
For 1 action.
So you're gonna so at the camp you're gonna advance the blue or the creatures to yellow. So the boat will travel down to the yellow space.
Then I'm going to use another yellow.
Okay, that's your second action, and the boat will travel right there. That's pretty good. So to get the best bang for our buck, we'd want to use red now, but I don't think want to use red on the creature.
So I actually think I'm going to... Was that my second action?
That was your second action.
Third action.
Third action for another yellow, which will go right here.
And...
You're going to leave yourself vulnerable if you do that.
That's true, I am.
But they'll come and attack me before they attack you.
That's true.
However, there are also no items around you at the moment, so...
I'll save it, because I actually think yellow would be better if I go...
Yellow would be really nice in this case.
Okay, so I'll save that one, so that's...
And we have to end on a blue, so...
That's true, so I can save that blue. Let's see, so I have 1 more action left.
Yeah, it would be nice if we could do yellow, yellow, blue. That would be perfect. You can always come away, but you're pretty safe up there in the camp.
I could do this, move each hero 2 spaces, and I could move you into the precinct, me to your spot, and I'd still have an action to collect those items from the inn.
That would be really cool.
Okay. Can we move Fritz with you?
That's the only question I don't know. Move is an action that says you can take it with you. I just don't know if Hurry allows you to.
I don't know either. It doesn't matter. I can take over.
Yeah. So at this point, let's we generally err on the side of making the game more difficult for ourselves. And in this case, I think it would be a little bit more difficult if you had Fritz because you have less items. So when we don't know a rule, instead of just spending time looking it up in the rule book, we tend to make games harder on ourselves.
So I'll move you up 1.
I'll go up to the precinct.
I'll move me 2. 1,
And
2.
then
I
1,
still have
2.
an action, and I will.
And you can use your special action
Action
to
to-
take those adjacent items.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is kind of actually a wash because now I do have more
Now
items.
you do have more.
So it's
Yeah,
either
that's
way.
correct.
I mean, actually, this makes it a little easier for us because Fritz is a
Suppose it
little
does.
closer
A little
to
closer.
the institute.
Yeah. Either way.
It's with where it says that you take a villager with you. It's under the move action.
It is.
So I would say that the way I'm reading it is that he would stay there.
Yeah, you don't think that's an action. Regardless, I think we're okay.
Yeah.
We go ahead and do the monster phase now.
And we definitely could choose to leave him there too.
Yeah, you could always leave him behind.
Right.
All right, 2 items.
The hunt is on.
And that is a special event for the Wolfman.
Oh, we don't have that.
And we do not have the Wolfman out, so you just ignore those special events. And we have an item at the inn, and we have a yellow at the camp.
Oh, and do we need an item at the precinct from the inn?
Yes.
I have 2.
All right. Then the creature will move 1 space, so he'll start traveling down the road, messing with the theater. Dracula will move 1 space, and then the frenzied monster will move 1 space, which is Dracula.
I don't feel like the mummy has gone at all.
The mummy is biding his time.
You place 2 items, yes?
Yes. Okay. All right, Professor. What are you thinking?
When you have to, we don't.
I am at the precinct, so I can go ahead and advance. So let's do that. Let's use the mansion token to supply evidence to the invisible man. So that is 1 of 2 actions. Or, I'm sorry, that's 1 of 4 actions. I have 3 actions left. And I think... Man. A few things. I think I might leave the in token for you to grab. I'm wondering if I come down to you for my second action, and assuming you're going to go to the precinct with the in token, because that would only cost you 2 actions to go up there. We could share items, and I could take your yellow and your blue up to the camp and finish off that creature.
I was also noticing that, so that was the only thing that was stopping me from saying yes, I would go get the inn and taking it up, because I realized how close I was to the camp.
Why don't we flip-flop those?
Okay.
And actually, you don't even need to grab that item from the inn. You already have an item from the inn.
I already have an item from the inn, yes.
So you could just walk up there and place it.
Assuming I don't get attacked twice.
Right. We are leaving you a little vulnerable there.
So you've done 2 actions.
Alternatively, I could go to the inn, pick up a second item, or you know what? I've done 1 action. I have 3 left. I'm going to move down, and I will take over protecting Fritz. And with your permission, I'm going to move you 2.
Sure.
To the camp using my special action of move any hero or villager 1 space. So that was 1 to advance, that was 1 to move me here, and then that was 2 to move you there. And that is my 4 actions.
The only thing that scares me about that is you have 1 token and 2 adjacent monsters.
But Dracula is also adjacent to you.
Oh yeah, so
I believe the priority is people, and if it's tied, then we get to choose. Yes, so the current player will choose who he goes to, and I would definitely choose you in this case.
That's fine. I get that.
Let's go ahead and see what happens in the monster phase. All right, we have another meeting Fortunately, we don't have Frankenstein or the Bride, so we just go ahead and place 2 items.
Precinct in the tower. I can take care of that.
All right. And then we have the creature and the invisible man both going, and they will both reach me.
Yeah, we didn't really see that.
I was ignoring the invisible man. He's invisible over there.
Right. That's right.
So let's go ahead and move these guys 2. So the creature comes up and he moves 2. He's only attacking with 1 though, so let's see what he does.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. He does hit me, so I do have to discard this. All right. Then the invisible man will go ahead and move 2, and this little corner is very popular at the moment. And he will also attack me with 1.
Ooh, and we might have a choice to make. Ooh,
Ooh.
no choice.
Just misses me. All right. Well, we don't have any kind of choice to make. He would hit me in that situation because they always go towards heroes.
Oh,
for
okay.
target,
So no choice. I thought.
Okay. So that is the monster phase.
All right.
All right.
I feel a little bad leaving you all kinds of alone.
It's okay. I will deal with it at the moment.
I don't know if it is okay though.
It will be okay. Just everybody stay calm, relaxed. We'll be fine. Let's go ahead and get this boatman.
All right. So
resolved.
I'm gonna pick up for 1. Place for 2.
Use it. That's your
use it.
second action, and it'll travel all the way to this yellow space right there.
Then yellow for 3.
That's your third action.
And blue.
Blue for 4. And the boat is now at the lair. So, creature is now vulnerable, and we can drive the creature away if we use 1 of each color while we're in his space.
I have a red. And I have a low red, which would be good to use.
Which would be nice to use, yes.
But I only have 1.
All
and
right.
you have 1.
Yeah,
it's gonna
let's
be
let's see what we do.
I still had that card about skipping the monster phase. On the move.
On the move, we get 3 items, and the frenzied monster, or the frenzy marker, moves to the next monster. So it moves to the next one in order. We had 1 for Dracula. We have 2 for the mummy. So it moves to the mummy. And we pull out 3 items. And we have another one at the inn. We have another one at the tower. Tower's looking good. And another one at the church. Church is also looking good. Mm-hmm. Now, since the mummy is now the frenzied monster, he's the one that goes. So he's going to move 3 spaces. And unfortunately, he travels up the shortest route to join his buddies to take out me and Fritz. He must have heard that we were vulnerable. And he's going to be rolling 2 dice. So this is going to be bad. So let's see what happens. All right. So he does get 1 power. And his power is actually fortify the curse. So what he does is he flips the lowest scarab face down. So we will go ahead and flip number 1 face down. And now what that means is a face down scarab cannot be moved.
Oh.
We have to use one of our move actions during this to actually flip it back up, and then it can move.
Oh, so it's a blocking. It's
So
not like
it's basically
adding
blocking
to the puzzle.
us. Yes,
Oh,
exactly.
Okay.
And then, unfortunately, we also rolled a hit. I have no items to defend myself, and the mummy would rather attack a hero than a villager. So I am defeated. The good thing in this game is that when you're defeated, you're not out of the game. I will come back on my next turn at the hospital, all healed up. I don't lose any perks or any items that I had. However, we do increase the terror level by 1. And if that terror level gets to the end, we also lose the game.
Do we all start at the hospital when we are
Yes,
defeated?
everybody starts at the hospital. They have to heal up, get patched up by the doctor, and everything.
I was only confused because you're starting.
Because my starting
was the
location was
hospital. Yeah.
All right.
So that was me.
So that was you. That was everything. So now it is my next turn. So I will revive back at the hospital. And this might not actually be a bad thing. I'm away from the monsters. I can start stocking up again. I can do 1, 2 to collect these.
You could also move Fritz.
Yes, and then I'm going to move Fritz. That's exactly what I had planned.
Okay.
I just wanted to get some protection on myself, and Fritz will move 1, 2 to start going towards the Institute. Now all of the monsters will be traveling towards you in your direction. So don't know if that's a good thing, but hopefully we can get Fritz to the Institute to get ourselves a perk card. All right. Let's check out this monster phase. No items, which is terrible. And the mummy actually has an event that happens. Reincarnated souls. If no hero has the soul sign, give it to the current player. So that is me. I will be taking this soul sign. Then we move the hero with the soul sign 3 spaces towards the mummy. So from now on, the mummy is going to kind of bring me back to him. So I move 3 spaces towards the mummy. 1, 2, 3, right into Dracula's space, and guess who's going to attack this turn?
You just said how I was the target, and I feel like
now I am. So we just flip flop, which is probably a good thing. We have no Wolfman. We do have a Dracula. He is going to attack with 2. Wow, and he hits me twice. What do we need yellow for? To defeat Dracula, we need to go to the museum to start doing stuff with yellow. Ugh, that was my plan. I think... Is it worth it to raise the terror level again?
So on my turn, I'm planning on, just so you know, moving 1, 2, collecting those pieces from the inn, and as long as the creature from the Black Lagoon doesn't move, just killing him. In 4, and then I'll be super vulnerable, and I might raise the terror.
I see.
So
but we would have a monster down.
But we have a monster down.
And if I keep all of these yellow, I will be in prime location to start at the museum after I revive at the hospital.
Oh, yeah. That's true. So
I think I'm actually going to take this. I'm going to take this hit. It might be a bad idea, but we'll see what happens. I'm going to go ahead. Actually, I just move off the board. We raise the terror level, and Dracula defeats me. Because the Invisible Man was also going to come over and hit me. So I think this is a better idea.
I forgot about... I didn't see that.
But he will just move 1 towards you, and that will be done.
Okay. So my turn. I'm going to leave myself super vulnerable, so I might die as well. So 1, 2... is my special third action, or it's my third action. I'm going to use my special action to grab those. And since I'm in the space with the creature, I have to discard, or I can.
In the creature space, use a yellow, a red, and a blue to feed him.
And I'm going to use a really low red, which I think is super beneficial for us. A yellow and a blue, and he's gone.
Fantastic. And we have defeated the creature from the Black Lagoon. Our first villain, our first monster enemy.
But I might die.
He is gone. So that is fantastic.
All right, and we only get a perk when we get civilians, right? Is that correct?
I believe so. Yes, we only get a perk when the villagers are free.
Okay. So here's our monster card. We get 3. This is the Egyptian expert place. Professor Pearson at the cave.
All right. Pearson goes to the cave, and we get 3 items. Unfortunately, you are in trouble.
The cave is over here. Okay. And
we get 3 items.
And I'm in the space with the mummy, so he doesn't have to move. And he's frenzied. So if I can make it through getting attacked 4 times, then I'll live.
The Institute is looking Fantastic.
Well, let's get Fritz there. Okay, I'm dead.
So you're knocked out.
Knocked
You're
out,
not
yes.
dead. You do go off the board, and the terror level does raise. So,
That was the mummy's first activation, but he's going to activate again because he's frenzied.
but he is going to go 2 spaces towards Fritz, and he will attack Fritz.
Maybe Fritz can survive. No.
Fritz cannot survive. So unfortunately, Fritz is defeated by the mummy. And the terror level raises again. 3 times. Okay, maybe it wasn't a good idea for me to get taken out,
Live and
but
learn.
we'll see. I think we're in a good position to start taking care of that mummy. And if we could get down to only 2 monsters on the board with maybe half the deck left, I think we'll be in good shape.
Yeah.
Okay, my turn.
Did you put out the thing marker? Oh yeah, because we talked about the institution.
And we go ahead and revive me back at the hospital. I'm going to move 1, 2, 3 to the museum. And then I will go ahead and use a yellow token. It's got a strength of 4. So I will be able to move 4 spots. And I actually don't know what I want to do here. I think I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. That will get the 6 in its place. The 2 is going to be by its place. And the 4 doesn't have too far to go. And I think that's the play that I'm going to do. And that would be my 4th action.
That was your 4th action?
Yep, I moved 3 spaces and I advanced the scarab. So let's go ahead and I did also forget that we do have a gentleman up there. Where does he want to go? The mansion?
The museum.
Oh, he wants to go to the museum. Okay. So he might be in a little bit of danger as well. Or a lot of danger, since that is where these guys are. Oh man, we are just missing out on these people. All right, no tokens, and the creature is gone, so his event does not happen. Wolfman's gone, or Wolfman's not around, Bride's not around, but the frenzy creature, the mummy, he will move 1.
Okay.
That is actually really, really good. So he will show up and start coming towards me. Probably because I moved his scarabs, but we'll see. All right. Archaeologist, you are up.
Okay.
She revives back at the hospital. And with no tokens, with no anything, what is your plan? We need to start eliminating these
Coffins.
coffins, yeah.
I think I might go 1, 2, 3 and actually grab from the laboratory.
Oh, okay.
For my 4th action.
Okay. That'll give you some
protection
while you go around, probably pick up some of these reds, and then on your next turn you're in prime position to pick up those reds. That 1 token will take out a coffin, which is awesome. Okay, let's go ahead and do the monster phase.
0 tokens.
0.
Reincarnated soul.
And remember, I have the soul sign, so I will be moving towards the mummy.
3 spaces.
3 spaces. So I am attracted in his space. Fortunately, he's not going to go, but Dracula and the Invisible Man will both move up towards the villager.
It is now your turn, though.
All right. So I think I'm going to use every action I have to get this guy out of here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, he's a little close to the mummy, but we're both here, so we can protect him a little bit.
And we both have some tokens.
And he only needs to move 1 more spot to get to that museum.
And you're thinking about going back there anyway, so.
Yes. Yeah, I was planning on trying to get rid of the mummy. So I think that is a good call. That will get him away from those villains, which will make our terror level not raise if he gets attacked, which will help us in the end. All right. Monster. Another 0. We are not liking these. Creature again is gone. Looks like we just had this card. Wolfman, Bride aren't here, but the mummy does get to go. And the mummy, is attacking 3 times.
And I think we can have him attack me.
Yeah, it's my turn. I get to choose who I want it to attack, and I think it is a good choice to have him attack the archaeologist right now.
Yeah. Oof.
All 3 hits.
Stinks, because I was gonna. One of those needs to go up to the precinct.
Yeah, but I don't think we can afford another terror level at the moment.
No, we cannot.
All right, and that is this card. All right. Whew.
All right, here's my idea. 1, 2.
Wow.
Look at all those pretty
Look
tokens.
at that, yeah. And Institute is something we need for the Invisible Man as well.
3, 4.
Nice. That is a great turn.
I didn't go very far.
You just went from 0 tokens to 7, and you got some of the most powerful red ones, which is great. So we can actually start either taking out those coffins, or we can be ready to kill the Invisible Man or the mummy when we do advance those things far enough. All right. Monster phase.
Worried fiance. Place Elizabeth.
Finally, we get some more items on the board. We get 3 of them.
In the mansion.
And where does Elizabeth need to go?
She needs to go to the tower.
The tower. All right. So we have another one at the Institute, one at the laboratory, and another red up in here in the barn.
Nice.
That is a great. It's pretty close to that dungeon.
And I can grab it on my way.
And you can grab it on the way. That would be perfect. So I think you're going to focus on Dracula and trying to take him out.
I've got all the tokens now anyway, so.
All right. Frankenstein and Bride aren't in play. However, the frenzied character is, which is the mummy right now. So he will, no need to move. He will attack for 2. And it is your turn, so it is your choice.
He can attack me.
All right. He does not get a hit, but he does use his power, which again is to flip the lowest scarab face down. So that is now the 2. So we have 2 of these guys face down, making it harder to decipher this mystery up here.
All right, that was my turn, so it's your turn.
Okay,
now.
Professor. So the professor will... So my plan was to go back to the museum, so let's go ahead and do that. And on my way, I will grab Professor Pearson, and he will come with me to the museum. So that will be 2 actions, and I will save him.
While you're in this space, you could use another action to bring her to you and bring her with you into the museum. Then you'd only have 1 left. 2.
So I would use 1, 2, and then 3. That sounds good. And then she'd be with me. So just to make everyone aware, we're going to rewind just a little bit. We're going to move 1. I'm going to use my special action to move this villager down 1 space. And then all 3 of us are going to head to the safety of the museum. And Professor Pearson will be saved, which grants me a perk card. Show of Force. We get to choose 1, place the creature who doesn't exist anymore in any space, or move any monster 3 spaces. So this is really good for getting that monster away from people.
And just, you didn't have to use your special action. I mean, you can, but anyone can guide too, just in case anyone's watching and confused that I brought someone into my space earlier in the game.
That is absolutely correct. So I do have 1 action left, and let's go ahead and use the museum, the church token at the museum to go another strength of 4. So I get to move the scarabs 4 spots. So let's do... It's going to start hindering me not to do these face down ones. So I'm going to turn this guy face up for 1. And let's go 2, 3, 4. So I think that'll be a good play. This is a 2, so I can flip it and move it to its place next turn. I can move the 1 up right after I do that. And then the 3 can go in the middle, 5 can go up, 4 come around, 3 go down, and that will be solved. So I think this is a good decipher of the.
A little jealous you got to do that puzzle. It's okay.
Because it is your favorite puzzle.
It's my favorite puzzle.
That's all right.
I was liked those number slide puzzles when I was really little. Those plastic ones.
The plastic ones. I remember I had a bunch of Simpsons ones that had the Simpsons face on there, and you would slide, try to make their faces.
Yeah.
Those were awesome. I love those. Okay, so that is all of my turn. Let's go ahead and do the monster phase. All right, we have Form of the Bat. So we do get 2 items on this. However, Dracula moves to the space with the current hero, which is myself. So go ahead and move Dracula to the museum. He will turn into a bat and fly to me.
I was going to caw for some reason.
Another museum token, and a yellow one at that, which is really good. And then a docks. Docks does not look like the place to be, but
that's where I'm from, the docks.
From the docks. All right. The mummy will go, and he will attack the archaeologist for 2.
Nothing.
2 misses. Fantastic. All right. Then the invisible man will move 1 towards us. All right. Things are looking okay, I think, at the moment. I think we're well on our way to beating the mummy.
Mm-hmm. And then Dracula is 1, 2, 3. I can guess. Yeah. I'm trying to figure.
Dracula's going to be Dracula's probably going to be our last one.
But I think I need to start working on him a little bit because I'm ready to start working on him.
There's a coffin at the graveyard. There's a coffin at the crypt.
And it is my turn, correct?
And it is now your turn. Yes, okay. We are now done with this card. All right, archaeologist, you are up.
So I'm going to the graveyard.
Okay.
And I could either go 1, 2, 3, 4 and destroy it, or I can go 1, guide her to me, 2, 3. I'm in a little bit better of a spot to protect her.
Protect her, yeah.
And I'll be going up there towards the tower to do the dungeon in the barn. So I might do that and do the graveyard.
I think that sounds good.
Okay. 1. Hey, lady, come with me. 2. 3, 4.
All right, that way, yeah, you're in a good position. I only have 1, and I want to use these yellows on that mummy, so I think we're good.
Okay.
All right, monster face. All right, so we do get 2 items. However, we have an event for the invisible man, thief. Place the invisible man at the location with the most items and discard all of the items there.
Oof.
Okay, so we do have a gun at the precinct, which on its own is a strength of 6. So that alone could take out a coffin. Maybe just shooting it up or something like that. And then the docks also gets 1. So where is our most items? It looks like it's the tower.
I believe that's true. I think
all right.
When I did a
so
glance.
He will travel to the tower and he will steal every single one of these items. Fortunately, it wasn't something like a barn that has all red. Blue is something that we don't necessarily need.
would feel really defeated if he discarded.
Yeah, I think that might have been the end of us.
I don't know if items go back in the bag ever.
Yeah, when we are out.
When we're out. Oh, okay.
Okay, so we have the mummy who goes, and he will move 1 space. And he will move towards me and not attack, which is good. The creature, fortunately, is gone, and Frankenstein is not in this game. All set. All right, so it is my turn, and the very first thing that I'm going to do is pick up these 2.
I was being nosy
right
as
here.
to what the numbers were on that.
So it doesn't matter. I got them. Then I'm thinking of getting Dracula out of here. I move any monster 3 spaces.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to use this perk to move Dracula 1, 2, 3 spaces. Just kind of get him away from me and give a little bit of breathing room from these two monsters. And then I don't want to move the mummy because I'm hoping that I can take care of the mummy and then you can come up and destroy him.
Yeah.
So let's see. That was one action to pick these up. The perk does not count as an action. So let me go ahead and discard this tablet from the museum with a strength of 3. And I will flip the 2 over for 1, move it down for 2, and move the 1 up for 3. That was my second action. My third one, I can discard that. This one was the the canopic jar.
Ooh, it's like actually for a mummy.
Yes, and that will be 3.
They probably planned this.
And I'll go 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
Unfortunately, I need one more. Do I take the chance and just get him? How many? You can destroy the coffin, and then you could move 1, 2, and destroy him if he doesn't move.
If he doesn't move, you're right.
If he moves and attacks me, we're looking at increasing the terror level. But if he doesn't move, we're looking at defeating him.
I know. I want to peek at the card, but that's totally cheating. And we don't
yes,
do
that is
that.
100% cheating.
And
So
we don't do that.
I think we are in dire need to get things done quickly.
Okay.
So I think I am going to put that over there. I'm going to move this 3 down in place, and I imagine some type of like glowing effect or something that happens inside the museum.
And hopefully he doesn't go, and hopefully he doesn't roll an exclamation point.
Yeah. So I can break the curse right now, and now we just need to entomb the mummy. So let's go ahead and see what we have here. So we have the mummy is a frenzy, so he's gonna be the one to go.
But Dracula's gonna go first.
Yep, Dracula will go first. But first, we place 3 items. Then we place Renfeld at the docks. So go ahead and grab him. You know, I completely forgot that he was the frenzied character. I might have chosen differently had I known that, but all right. Dracula goes, and he will move 2 spaces to the space with the mummy. Then the mummy will move 1 space, unfortunately. Which means that you can't take out the mummy unless you ignore the coffin.
And the coffin isn't such a dead end that I don't know if I'm going to want to.
I know. All right, so the mummy will attack me twice, and I am vulnerable. So I don't get attacked. However, he does put a scarab face down. So with 1 face down, that means we actually cannot defeat him right now. They all have to be face up, and they all have to be in their right place. So that was not a good turn for us.
But you didn't die, so...
I didn't die, the terror level didn't increase, but we are in a bad place now. All right, what are you thinking, archaeologist?
I'm going to use this silver cane. It might be important that it's silver. I'm going to smash that coffin up.
Smash the coffin to bits? All right, that sounds good. So, we had to use a 6 plus red, and you can use a combination of any amount of tokens to make that strength. Fortunately, that cane was a 6 on its own, so we didn't have to discard more than 1. So that will be shattered at the graveyard.
So that was 1. 2.
You're going to pick those up for 2?
3, 4, but you're vulnerable. I could have left them behind and came to you, too.
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm going to do that, actually. So I'm going to put these 2 2s that I got in the graveyard back.
So you're not going to do this action, and you're going to go 1, 2, 3 instead.
Yeah, because
So
if
you're coming to protect me, which is probably a good idea at this point. They do not seem to be going in our favor, all of our rolls and stuff.
So
All right, so the archaeologist will draw. And we do get 3 more items. And Dr. Cranley comes to the laboratory.
he wants to go.
We get something in the tower. Oops, that's the docks. We get something in the tower. We get these darts in the inn. And we get a stake in the abbey. Right there. All right. So, where does Dr. Cranley want to go? The precinct. And the invisible man and the frenzied character go. So it's a good thing that you came to protect me. Invisible man will walk over to the theater.
He will not. He's going to the docks.
Oh, you're correct. He will not walk to the theater. There is Renfield at the docks. He's going to go and harass Renfield. Whew, this is going to be scary. So, he attacks Renfield with 2 dice. And he hits. That takes out Renfield, and unfortunately, that raises our terror level to 5. 5 of 7. Things are not looking great. We would have been in such a better position had the mummy not moved. But now we're looking bad. The mummy now goes, and he will attack 2, and you get to choose who he attacks.
He'll attack me. It's fine. I can take it.
And
Let's get rid of this 1.
there was 1 hit on that.
I only go 1 power. We'll just get rid of that. I don't know if we need blue power for anything, but
It's not heavily focused on blue. We can use blue, but we don't need blue. Okay. So, what I think I'm going to do, we cannot take out the mummy.
why not?
The mummy needs 9+.
Oh, I thought it was going to be a 6 for some
Nope,
reason.
the mummy needs 9, and you only have 8.
Oh, jeez. I wouldn't have been able to do it last time. Well, I would have had to ignore the coffin.
Yep, I did not think
I
of
thought
that.
it was a 6. I don't know why. I think just because all the coffins are
Yeah.
6s that it kind of colored me.
Okay, so I need items or I'm going to be in trouble.
Yeah. So I can share some things with you. Anyways. I could share the... I don't want to share the red with you, though. I mean, I do.
What I'm thinking is I'm going to pick up this yellow. I'm gonna start taking some chances again because I feel like we need to. I'm gonna pick up this yellow and I'm gonna use this yellow. Unfortunately, is a 4, and I'm only using it to flip this face up. He is now vulnerable,
Okay.
and that was 2 actions. I have 2 more actions, and I'm going to move you right here in hopes that you can grab those on your turn. Then I'm going to move me and her over here.
Nice. I think that
You
works.
can protect us with your blues, and you'll be in prime position to take out the mummy.
I like it.
Okay. Let's hopefully this plan doesn't backfire like it did last time, and we are running low on cards. So we got to get a move on. Monster phase. Ooh, it's a Dracula event, and we do get 2 tokens. Move the hero or villager closest to Dracula towards him. We are already in Dracula's
We're
space.
just hanging out with him, so it's fine.
We enjoy Dracula's stories. So, another gun at the precinct and a torch in the barn. Whew, that barn is looking good. All right, the mummy is going to move 1 and come to us.
You can attack me if you want.
And the mummy will be attacking you. 2 hits.
But no exclamation
No
points.
exclamation points. That could have turned out bad.
Yes.
All right. Then the invisible man will move 1. And he will come back up here. and the creature is gone.
I
All
don't know
right,
if we're gonna make this.
let's take out the mummy.
All right, I'm gonna grab these 2 for 1.
All right,
And then I'm gonna use
using your special
yeah,
action
using my special action. Then I'm gonna do 10 to kill the mummy.
kill the mummy, and we entombed the mummy and destroyed him, broke the curse and everything.
And everything.
All right, he is defeated. And he did have the frenzied marker, and it moves to the next adjacent one, which would be, it goes to the next highest, 6. If it is the highest, it wraps back around to Dracula. But we now just have Dracula and the invisible left.
However, we have a lot to do for both of
We
them.
have quite a bit to do for both of them, so we need to get a move on.
But I still have 2 actions left.
Yes, you do.
But I don't want to leave you behind either.
That would be unfortunate, but I think it might be a risk we take. You can't just stand here for two actions. That is wasteful.
Okay, so I'm moving.
Yep.
1, 2.
Yeah, we need to get up to that barn, get
that barn is-
those reds, and get that out of here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I can try to focus on. So we need something from the inn, the laboratory, the institute, and the barn.
And I have some things for the institute. Though, how about, can we backtrack just a little? I could leave you with something.
You could leave me with one thing.
So I did that
sounds-
one here.
So we shared, and then you only
and
moved
then I only
one.
moved 1.
And you're going to take her with you, which is probably a good idea. All right, go ahead and flip the card. 2 items. And an event for the Wolfman, who's not in play. We have the creature, who is gone. We have Dracula and the frenzy, so that is each of them. First, we get something in the theater and tarot cards in the camp.
Ooh, spooky.
So, Dracula will attack me for 2. Of course he hits me. Of course he does. I'm not even going to bother discarding this. I am just going to get hit. The terror level is going to increase, and we are on the edge.
I don't know about this. And then the
And
frenzy.
then the frenzy go. He moves 1.
Okay. Now it is your turn.
All right. Whew. So
tried to
I
protect
appear
you a
back
little.
in the hospital. Yeah. We couldn't waste all that time.
No, we couldn't.
I appear back in the hospital, and let's see. I got stuff from the institute. I need stuff from the laboratory. So I think that I'm just going to run to the lab. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Then I will be able to pick up stuff from the lab. Then I need something from the barn and something from the inn. We're going to cut this close. I no longer need this soul sign because we defeated the mummy, so I'm going to put that off. And let's see. This is going to come down to the wire. All right. We have 2 items. We do not have Frankenstein, so we do not do his event. Items are in the church.
Jeez,
and
that
another item in the barn. I hope he doesn't steal things again because he's going to take all of that red from the barn. Okay, the creature's gone. Wolfman's not in play, but he is. The invisible man
It's gonna move
moves 2 to you guys, and he will attack for only 1, which is good.
And I'm gonna give it up because I'm going to get the
Yep.
barn right now.
Yeah, that's a good idea. All right. That is it. That is my turn. Archaeologist.
Where's she going again? I can't even remember.
She's trying to go to the tower.
Okay, I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wow.
He won't even get to steal those because I took them all.
Wow, that is a great turn, and you are just overloaded with red now.
Yep. Good. 2
That
4s,
is
4 5s, and a
fantastic.
6. Probably the
And you
precinct
can,
has some
if you're going to destroy the crypt at the dungeon, you can drop her off at her
Yes, I
tower.
can.
That is fantastic, and we'll get a perk. And if I'm going to the precinct for evidence, I can take Doctor along with me, and we can get another perk from there. So
Okay.
let's make sure we can do this.
And let's not have you die.
All right, we have a 0 item. We do not have the mummy in place. Dracula will move 1 space, and unfortunately, so will the Invisible Man.
Don't roll badly.
And he is going to roll 2. Don't roll badly. That is what I do. All right.
The
So
dice hate you.
if I get 2 hits, we lose the game. So let's see what happens. I'm hoping for a 1. I'm hoping for none, but I'm realistic. 1. There we go. I will take this. Unfortunately, I have to use the Institute item, but I live to see another day. So do we all. All right. Now it is my turn. I need to... Let's see.
I don't know if you can stay
I don't know.
to get the Institute.
I don't know. We need the Institute though, and I can't travel all the way back down here again.
But if we get up to the precinct in the tower, we're going to get perk cards. Maybe there will be something in there to
To
help.
move people, yeah.
But you can't just...
I'm pretty vulnerable.
You are. You would be in a position
All
to
right.
lose those
So
things.
let's go 1. Should if I'm not getting the Institute, I'm not going to get the laboratory.
But you could get it and still make it up to me.
Yeah, but I could also get up to you and you could give me some barns
Oh, yeah.
because I do need 1 barn
That's true.
for this.
Okay.
So I'm thinking I get the barn, I get the inn, I go to the precinct, get the doctor, I can pick up those guns at the precinct, and I can move you around on my turn
That's
as
true.
well. So if I can get out of danger, maybe we can do this. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to ask you for some help.
You can have...
If I could have, 2 barns would be good. You're going to give me another one? That's probably a good idea. All right, let's share some stuff. I think that's better than picking up this 1 item.
It is.
If we have to come back down here anyway, we might as well pick up the lab at the end.
That is true.
All right, let's go ahead and... getting low. He has a thief event, but luckily we took those items from the barn.
So
we
he's
do
going to go get
get,
the precinct, though. Which is
unless these change it.
That's true.
So we do get 2, 1 in the Abbey, which doesn't change anything, and 1 in the camp.
Ugh.
Unfortunately, he will ruin some of our plans and go to the precinct, which has the most items, and steal both guns, which are strength 6.
That's going to suck
Yeah.
real bad.
Okay. Mummy is gone, the creature is gone, and we do not have Frankenstein. So luckily, the monsters, since we have been taking them out, they're not going.
All right, my turn. Me and this lady are going to go to the tower.
And you will drop her off, save her, and get a perk.
Place a hero in
Any
non-water.
non-waters. Wow,
See?
that will get us down to the Institute immediately.
Yes, sir.
Or that will get us back up to the precinct, which
Yep,
is
either
probably
way.
the better call. If we go down to the laboratory, pick up these 2, and then instantly teleport to the precinct, fantastic. All right,
I'm gonna
that was
go
1 action.
Up to the dungeon for
That was 2.
2, 3.
Destroy it using your rifle to destroy his coffin in the dungeon.
And then back down to the tower for 4.
Back down for 4. All right, that was a great turn. That was fantastic.
So many things.
All right, let's see what we got. We get 2 items from the bag.
And Dracula and the Frenzied. So both of our Enemies are going.
Yep, Wolfman is not in there. We do get items at the dock, and we get another item in the laboratory.
Okay.
Dracula will move 1 space, and the Frenzy, the invisible man, will move 1 space. So they are surrounding me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, my turn. I'm going to move 1 here. I'm going to move him up using my special action to go to the precinct, which will save him and give me a perk. A hero may give any number of items to one other hero, no matter where they are.
Ooh.
That could come in handy.
I could taxi down there.
Yep.
Grab this, grab that, and send them to you.
Correct. All right. So that was 2 actions. I'm going to go up here for 3 and grab this for 4.
Nicely
I
done.
now have inn evidence. I have barn evidence to go to the precinct. We might be looking okay.
How much do we have to get to defeat him? 9?
9 for the
Jeez.
red. Yeah, it's gonna be tricky.
Rad.
All right. Monster phase. We get 3 more items. So our bag is currently empty. So all of the items that we discarded will go back into that bag. And we'll shuffle it up and draw 3. Then the fortune teller comes out.
Oh yeah.
Maleva at the camp.
She's gonna go to the camp to get her tarot cards.
Exactly. It's all coming into place. All right. Telescope goes to the mansion.
Very excited when I
We
make
have
connections.
garlic at the inn. And we have a fossil in the camp. The frenzied character goes, which is the invisible man. He will move 1, and he's coming up to me, and he's attacking me for 2. All right. So 2. Luckily, I have some wiggle room here with the barn. I would like to not use any of these, but we'll see. 2 hits. I have to use 2 of them.
I gave you a lot of barns, so hopefully.
Okay, so now I have a choice to make. I have 3 barn with all higher numbers, 4, 4, and 5. And I have an inn with a lower number. I need an inn, and I'm at the inn, so I could collect. So I either discard the lower number, or I keep it and discard 2 of the higher numbers. If I discard the inn, I would have to spend an action to pick another one up.
I say discard the inn
Spend that action?
only because if you discard the 2 barns, then you're looking at only having a barn and an inn, and what if he gets to go again?
That is true. He could get to go again on your turn. All right, so I will... We are the inn, though. The actions are very, very, very important at this point of the game.
I know. I'm going to go on my turn. What I'm planning on doing is grabbing the things from the docks, going down to the Institute, getting all of those things, and having you use those cards to give you a bunch of stuff to protect you too. So I'm also going to protect you. I'm going to give you as many.
Mm-hmm.
So I can give you all like that. I can give
but
you
that doesn't... They're lower.
Well, so so you can. It's up to you.
It's just the action. I'm scared that spending that 1 action will be the
Okay, so don't do
ultimate
it.
thing.
Don't
don't
do it. Because what I'm saying is don't do it because I'm on my turn going to give you a ton of tokens, so you'll be able to save your 1 barn.
Okay.
So I'm agreeing
All right.
with you now. I'm
All
sorry.
right.
I
So
switched.
I will save that in. I will save this barn, and I will discard these higher numbers.
Yes.
Unfortunately, but we need the higher numbers. This is.
It's good. I have 15
This is a bad choice.
right here.
I think either of them is bad for us at the moment.
Okay.
All right.
So my turn.
You are up.
All right. I'm going to grab these for 1.
Using your special action.
Using my special action. So it was one action. Then I'm going to move.
You're gonna
I'm going to play this.
any non-water space, and this is not an action.
Okay. And I'm going to go here.
Okay.
2, 3.
And then I'm going to ask you for a special delivery.
And I'm going to give you these ones.
All right.
And this one.
All right.
And how much do you need to
I
kill
have the
him?
institute. I have the laboratory, which is good. I have a barn in the inn. This is it. And if I want to kill him, I need 9. And these 2 will equal 9. Then I have 2 for some safety wiggle room.
Mm-hmm.
Should I get 1 more just in case?
I don't know. I would like to have one for my own wiggle room. Plus,
Yeah.
I'm going to
Okay.
move up here because I, again, don't think actions can be wasted.
Yep.
Then I have a little wiggle room and I'm not going to
Actually,
discard my 5.
I don't. You have 1 action left.
I believe so. I took from here for 1.
1.
I moved
And
here.
then you took from here,
And here.
3, and then those cards weren't action. So yes, you do have a 1 action
And I
left.
don't think
All
I
right.
can waste an
I
action.
thought you were going to stay there, which is why I was asking. So, okay. All right. What do we got? All right. 2 items. And Invisible Man is going to steal again. All right. But I don't know how bad that is. I think he's going to the camp at the moment.
I thought he was going to kill that lady, but he's not.
All right.
Camp.
So there's another one at the camp and one at the mansion. So he will move to the camp and he will steal all of these items.
Yeah, and he won't attack her this turn.
Nope,
He
but
is
she is in danger.
super danger.
The mummy and the creature are gone and Frankenstein isn't in there. Another good reason why we took those guys out. Okay, so I have everything I need.
Where's she going? She wants to go to the shop. 1, 2, 3, 4. You could just send her there, and then she'd be safe. And if she dies, we're dead. We're done.
I know. That would give us a perk card. We were getting light on turns.
I don't know if we're gonna be able to do this.
The perk card might be the difference. All right, let's go ahead and do it. I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4 to the shop, save her, and get a perk. Place a hero in any non-water space, which is awesome. We can teleport anywhere we want. All right, so we need to get to the cave, destroy that coffin, get to the crypt, destroy that coffin, kill Dracula, get to the precinct, hand in all the evidence, and kill the Invisible Man.
I don't think we can do this.
Ah, you're so pessimistic. Let's do this. Come on. All right, monster phase. 3 items. On the move, the frenzied marker moves to the next monster. And each villager, there are none on the board, moves 1 space towards their safe location.
Oh, I don't ever remember that ever happening.
So frenzy will move. Something will go to the inn, the shop, and the church. Don't forget, Dracula needs yellow to kill him. So the frenzy guy goes, he moves 3, and he only needs 1, and he attacks for 2. 2 hits. Ouch. All right. Archaeologist. Oh, we're so close, but there's not a lot of time left. I don't.
1,
1.
2.
No, hang on. If you don't do 2, if you just do 1, I can move you straight away somewhere. We can save all of that movement. I can move you to the cave, or I can move you to the crypt.
Move me to the crypt.
To the crypt? All right. So we will go ahead and call for another taxi, and you will move to the crypt. So you used one action.
2.
2 to destroy that coffin with the cane, the silver cane.
3.
Stakes or those things, probably either one.
Either one.
And that is enough to kill him right there. Those 2 stakes.
All right.
We do not have a lot of time left.
Place Dr. Reed in the Institute. I don't know that we've ever gotten all of these people out here either. We only have one. I don't know where I'm putting the Institute.
Well, I don't think we've ever lost this game by time running out.
That's true. Well, I guess that is very true. We get all the cards. Duh.
Precinct, Institute, and the Institute. And she wants to go, or he wants to go to the camp.
Good luck there.
Frenzied Dracula will move 1 space. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Yeah, you are the closest.
He's closer to the guy, though.
1, 2, 3. Oh, yep. He is closer to the guy. All right, good call on that one. We only have 2 cards left. We only have 2 turns left. We're not going to do this. Oh, man.
I feel like we gave it a really good effort.
Yep. I don't think it's possible.
This was the challenging mode. I definitely feel like it's challenging.
The best I can do is go 1, 2, and 3, 4. That's it.
And then the turn, and then
I still need 2 more and to hit them, and that's not looking.
And this is your last turn.
This is my last turn. Yep. 0. He retreats. Frenzied moves 1, but it might not even matter because Dr. Reed might not survive the night. And he did not.
He did not. So we died.
Dr. Reed, terror level. That is a loss for us. That was very, very close. And that was a full playthrough of Horrified. I am kind of heartbroken at the way that one ended. We were so close.
We were...
Well, I don't know if we were actually close, but it felt like we were doing really well up until the end where we just started running out of time, and then the terror level caught us.
Yeah. It was super challenging, which we were playing on challenging mode, so I guess it should be, but it was definitely a challenge.
I definitely had a lot of fun playing the challenging mode, even though we lost.
Me too. I like to lose co-op games sometimes.
Yeah, it's better when they lean on the side of more difficult.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Stay tuned to our channel for more playthroughs of Horrified and other board games that we own.
And we're gaming side by side.